Just mentioned from a House committee in Austin. In the last 90 minutes, that committee voted to recommend impeachment articles be brought against Attorney General Ken Paxton.
And the vote, by the way, was recorded on camera. Here's the moment it played out.
The chair moves that the committee adopt the articles of impeachment against Warren Kenneth Paxton, Attorney General of the state of Texas, as embodied in the draft resolution, and direct the chair to file that resolution with the chief clerk of the House. The clerk will call the roll.
Chair Murr?
Aye.
Vice Chair Johnson?
Yes.
Representative Guerin?
Yes.
Representative Longoria?
Yes.
Representative Spiller?
Aye.
There being 5 ayes, 0 nays, 0 present not voting, the motion prevails.
Mr. Paxton has come under increasing scrutiny in recent days. Earlier this week, the very same House committee laid out allegations of wrongdoing by Paxton while in office as Attorney General.
CBS News Texas political reporter Jack Fink has been following the allegations against Paxton all week. He's live in Dallas to explain, Jack, how we got here and what we can expect to happen next. I think that's what everyone's thinking about right now.
Well, Nicole and Doug, I just got off the phone with a source who told me that at least 10 or 11 articles of impeachment are being recommended by the House General Investigating Committee against Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. And so now everybody is wondering, when is the House going to be voting on this? I checked with various House members. One said potentially Saturday, but really everything is up in the air right now. They don't know. The next thing I asked was, are there the votes needed to impeach the Attorney General? And again, people still don't know. 100 votes are needed. All of this got started 2 days ago when Attorney General Ken Paxton accused the House Speaker, Dade Phelan, of being drunk on the House floor this past weekend. Now, the other thing that we can tell you is that after that happened, the Texas House General Investigating Committee announced it had been investigating Paxton since March, and a team of experienced prosecutors and investigators hired by the committee laid out their findings against Paxton. They said they found evidence that he committed abuse of official capacity, retaliation, and dereliction of duty relating to his alleged actions as the Attorney General on behalf of a campaign donor. What sparked all this was a request by Paxton for taxpayers to foot the bill for settling a whistleblower case filed against his office for $3.3 million. The whistleblowers were 4 of his former top staffers who Paxton fired after they went to the FBI 2.5 years ago for making allegations of bribery against him. Paxton has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing, and just before the committee voted this afternoon to recommend those articles of impeachment against him, his chief of litigation went to that committee and demanded that they allow him to provide their side of the story. Obviously, that didn't happen. Paxton tweeted this afternoon, quote, "Overturning elections begins behind closed doors," and he has criticized the investigators for being partisan Democrats.
Jack, I want to ask you here, as we watch this process, what happens if the House actually were to impeach Paxton? Like you said, 100 votes are needed. There's a trial that has to play out. But what happens if this actually happens?
Okay, so I have a copy of the Texas Constitution here, and I checked, and the Constitution says that if the House were to impeach Paxton, he is suspended of his duties immediately, and then the Senate would have to have a trial of him where 2/3 would have to vote to remove him. Keep in mind, one of those senators is the Attorney General's wife, Senator Angela Paxton of McKinney. Now, in the interim, before a trial in the Senate, Governor Greg Abbott could decide to put in an interim Attorney General. So there's still a lot of moving parts to this. We'll see how this shakes out. First thing we got to find out is, when will the vote be? We're waiting to find out.
Yes, we are. Jack, thank you so much. And